coming in at number 100 of my top games of all time is PacMan Arcade. The Pac-Man games have been some of my favorites of all time, but one arcade game alone has captured my heart almost the most that it has to make it on my top 100 games of all time, and it's Pac-Man. And specifically, any arcade version of Pac-Man is all good for me. Mrs. Pac-Man, Tabletop Pac-Man, every time I go to a Dave & Buster's, every time I've been to a Nathan's, I've always had to go ahead and play the Pac-Man games. Yes, in recent years, we've gotten stuff like Pac-Man DX, Championship Edition, which I went hard on trying to get the highest score ever. But stuff even like the new Pac-Man that's on mobile that lets you go on an endless run that does not hold candle to the classic Pac-Man arcade machines. Every single time I go out and there's a Pac-Man machine, I gotta play that thing. And that's why PacMan Arcade comes in at my number 100 spot, my top games of all time. And coming in at number 99 is Burnout 3 Takedown. You guys never played this game? Well, you need to. It is the best Burnout games, hand down. The crash mode, the takedown, the sense of speed, the freaking soundtrack. It was so good, and this is what makes this game one of my top 100 games of all time. And I know so many people out there love Burnout Paradise, but unfortunately, if you just even purely look on the reviews of this game, Burnout 3 got higher reviews than even Paradise, which is a great open world Burnout game, but sometimes having a linear tracks, point A to point B, circuit races is just all you really need to have in a racing game with great music, a great sense of speed, and crashing into other racers and just making explosions. So much fun. EA, bring it back. Burnout is 99. And coming in at number 98 is Devil May Cry 3. Hands down one of the top games Capcom has ever produced. This game has one of the most classic and memorable intros for a video game ever. I think I'll remember this one for the rest of my life, guys. It's just that crazy. Virgil brother sent a blind man to give Dante, his brother, who is basically a little relaxed and chilling in his new office. He just opened up a new business, eating pizza, and then suddenly out of nowhere, demons attack him. And then he kills all the demons, all the while making sure that his pizza went flying. He catches his pizza. Then the demons cut him up with scythe. He doesn't act like it's nothing. Yeah, somebody just stabbed me in a scythe in my gut. It's absolutely nothing. It's all cool, bro. And then he just goes on his day to kick ass. The sheer craziness, the awesomeness of this introduction of this game just leads on to a great game of mechanics, combos, action, hack and slash. A crazy story, and that's what really got me into the Devil May Cry franchise. From the horribleness was Devil May Cry 2 to Devil May Cry 3, great work Capcom, and it makes me on my list for the top 100 games of all time. And coming in at number 97 is Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Absolutely love this game from my childhood. It was one of the first games that I really realized that games could really evolve with sequels. I was very young and I was a new gamer at the time. I did get a chance to play the first Crash game and I just always thought it was so-so. But when I had a chance to actually pick up and play Crash 2, I saw where the game evolved. The music, the platforming, the villain was awesome. It was funny, it was entertaining. And for a time when there were so many other third-person platforming mascot games, Crash stood out. From Spyro to Mario to Sonic, I remember playing Crash Bandicoot for absolutely hours, and that's why I love this game, and that's why it has made my top 100 games of all time. And coming in at number 96 is a PlayStation 1 classic, I-Hander from Squaresoft. This game is actually rare if you still have a copy of it, which I really wish I did. I still have my case, but I don't have my copy. I love this game for a few different reasons. For one, it was the first time I really had a good chance to play a side-scrolling shooter, especially with this aspect. You were able to change and upgrade your ship as you went on, different forms. The enemies, the graphics at the time were actually pretty damn good. It got high 9s as reviews. It was one of those Japanese classic that till this day it's only been re-released on the Japanese PlayStation. I really wish Sony and Square would actually make this one come out again. It was so damn good. Me and my friend Jack used to play this game all the time. And what really made this game so unique and great for side-scrolling shooter is the boss fights. It went from Earth and it went all the way to fighting on a train, and then eventually it all ended in a big old space battle that I'm just like, this game's freaking crazy. My child mind absolutely loved it. And that's why this PlayStation 1 classic from Squaresoft makes my list of the top 100 games of all time. And coming in at number 95 is na 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 Katamari Damacy blah 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 blah. Alright guys, I'm not very good at singing, but yeah, Katamari Damacy. The soundtrack, guys, obviously, I absolutely love the weird soundtrack of Katamari Damacy. The original first game, it was a blast to play. It was so unique. It was a little tiny prince who had an over galaxy world size, I don't even know how big the freaking king was, but he was just so big and enormous. He dwarfed his little tiny prince son, and his little tiny prince son had a job. The king of the cosmos sent him out to roll up things, and when he started rolling, he was such a small little ball, and eventually you kept on rolling while the great soundtrack played in the background, and eventually you start rolling up boats, eventually you start rolling up the sky, eventually you start rolling up the planet. It just gets so amazing. Katamari Damacy is one of my favorite games of all time. And I really do mean it's one of the best games ever. I highly, highly recommend you play it. And that's why it's on my top 100 games of all time. And coming in at number 94 is Left 4 Dead 2. Coming from Valve, this game is absolutely awesome. One of the best multiplayer games I've ever played. 4 players get together and kick zombie ass. The times I've spent on Skype talking to my friends and yelling at them, yo, pick me up, I went down, oh my god, guys, we gotta do this, there's one guy left, we gotta do this. It's so much fun, guys. I play with many of my subscribers out there, which enhances my experiences with this game. I always love the games that I could just jump online, hit up some of my subscribers on Steam, hit them up on Skype and say, hey, you wanna play some Left 4 Dead? And what are they gonna say? Yes, let's play some Left 4 Dead? And we jump into a game and have an absolute blast. It's one of those unique co-op multiplayer games that even though you might be playing the same level over and over, you're still gonna have a good time. And the only big negative I can say to Left 4 Dead 2 is there's not more, and there's no Left 4 Dead 3 out. What's up with that, Valve? But still, I gotta give it to Left 4 Dead 2. One of the best co-op multiplayer games I've ever played. And coming in at number 93 is Ninja Theory's Devil May Cry DMC. Yes, guys, the remake. Now hear me out, you DMC fans. Like, oh my god, that's not Dante. Forget that for a moment. It is actually a good game. Just enjoy the game for what it is. It is actually an awesome action, fighting, hack and slash, awesome boss fights video game. Just think about this, guys. The boss fights in this game were absolutely nuts. Fighting a guy that was basically Bill O'Reilly in a TV screen, all crazy like fighting a freaking demon woman's baby. This was just like, what in the world? The different fighting stances, the guns, the new character. I know I personally like the new Dante, and I would love for Ninja Theory to bring it back once again, because Ninja Theory makes absolutely excellent games, and this is one of their best. And that's why Devil May Cry DMC has made it onto my list. And coming in at number 92 is Assassin's Creed 2. This one should be pretty simple and obvious to anybody who played the game. Guys, Assassin's Creed 2 just evolved the gameplay elements of that game so much from Assassin's Creed 1. Yes, Altair is absolutely awesome character, but some of the elements in Assassin's Creed 1 was very linear and very kind of boring at times. Assassin's Creed 2 expands the gameplay and just makes it an overall better game. Introduces one of the greatest characters in video games, Ezio. He's an awesome badass, and that's why Assassin's Creed 2 makes it on my list. And coming in at number 91 is Tekken 3 Arcade. Now here we are with a very weird situation. I love fighting games. I usually play just about every fighting game there is. But the Tekken franchise early for me in my lifetime always just felt way too button mashy. I just didn't understand that there was a combo system in this game. I just let it be. But it wasn't until my friend went ahead and purchased a Tekken arcade machine. And then he had the opportunity to sit there and kick my ass. No matter how much I button mashed, he would kick my ass. And that just got me thinking, like, what the heck are you doing? And over time, he slowly trained me, slowly explained to me, like, Tekken is a game of skill. And little by little, by sitting next to him beating my ass, I eventually became so good now that I could whip my friend's ass on that Tekken 3 arcade cabinet. Setting high scores in the arcade part of that arcade machine. When other people came, we told them to get to try to beat our high scores. I love Tekken 3. And those memories of that game definitely makes it one of my top games of all time. And it's one of the better Tekkens out there. I would put Tekken 3 with the freaking arcade cabinet over playing Tekken Tag Tournament 2 or any of the recent Tekken games, because playing on an arcade cabinet is such a different feeling than playing in a whole console or playing even with an arcade stick on the console as well. Definitely recommend you guys go play that game. Thank you for watching this part of my top 100 game of all time. If you enjoy what I do, well, guess what? There's more every single day. And if you want to support what I do, there's a few things you can do right now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and leave a comment down below. If you want to support even more directly, click right over here and click on that Amazon button right up there. That will take you over to the UntitledGameShow.com, where you can replace your Amazon bookmark to the Untitled Game Show's Amazon affiliate link, where every time you shop on Amazon, it costs you no extra, but supports the Untitled Game Show at the same exact time. If you live in the United States, definitely make sure you guys go ahead and do it for this holiday season. If you want to support even more directly, go right over here and support through Patreon. Just by $1 a month donation, it will help support the Untitled Game Show grow. For more information on supporting the channel, go right in the description and it'll be all right down there for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with more for you guys soon.